I was concerned to make sure there was no fire going around here. So when my neighbor knocked on the door and said there was smoke behind the mountain, I wanted to take a look and see if it was a threat or just a small fire.
And what do we see in your first couple photos?
The first couple of photos you can see were taken right here, and there is a little bit of brown smoke coming up. There's no heavy black smoke. You can see that there is a fire over the hill, but it's not. It doesn't appear to be a fire that is raging at that point in time.
Can you give me the sequence of events between the smoke and then the other fire that you captured?
Sure. So I took 2 pictures of when I first heard that there was a fire over there. I went back to my computer as I was getting ready to upload some other photos, and then I came back to see how the fire was doing, and it appeared to be doing the same. It wasn't going up, but it wasn't getting any bigger. And it was at that point in time I thought, I want to go downstairs, take some pictures. So I came up to the backyard and got a step ladder so I could look over our wall and started documenting the fire.
Okay. The smoke you saw is behind Cocos. It's not, and the fire starts on Cocos. What's the time lag, or what you have timestamps on these?
Sure.
Photos?
The first photos were taken at 3:25 in the afternoon, and I took 2 photos then. I took 2 more photos 4 minutes later. At that point in time, the fire at 3:29 was still, there was a fire, it was brown smoke, but wasn't raging. I came down here, and at 3:33, I took the first photo where there was flame. I could see flame here, and the fire was actually, it appeared to be behind Cal State University, San Marcos.
Okay, so between the first smoke shot that you took and the first sight shot of flame, what's the time lag, or where the time?
It was 8 minutes, a total of 8 minutes between when I was notified that there was a fire and back to when I saw a new fire, would appear to be a new fire, maybe sent by embers from the one in back of on Cocos. Was a total of 8 minutes there, and then that fire was that was a big fire. We had flame black smoke.
Right, that was the big fire. These are 2 separate fires then.
Initially, I thought that's what it was. It's possible that they are 2 separate fires. The wind, looked like it was blowing this way. We'll let the fire inspector decide what that is. It could have been embers that blew over, but we'll have to let him decide.
I mean, I suppose it's possible that an arsonist could have set fires in 2 locations. Right?
It's certainly possible that an arsonist could have gone up to Cocos, set a fire, and within 8 minutes come around, gone to the back of Cal State San Marcos or the housing development they have there and set a fire. That's certainly a possibility.
Right. Well, you've probably been browsing the internet and looking at media coverage.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, is this the first photos of the Washingtonia fire and the first photos of the Cocos fire?
From what I understand, the photos that I took are some of the very, very early photos of the Washingtonia Cocos fire. I spoke with the fire inspector, and he didn't say those were the first ones there, but I believe that they're very early on it. He did say that the fire with the flame and the black smoke kind of, those were the first ones that he'd seen. That appeared to be the first fire photos.
Okay.